Hey, it's another Saturday night review. It is the 7th of March, marching right through March. And we're going to start with some DSJ, also some bonds, and some big news with Loom-x. And I must say it's not too positive. I'm not too happy with it. But DSJ, let's begin there. So with the DSJ, everything's still just going like gangbusters. I do have 4 spots left for the promo, and it's a buy one get one free. So you're basically getting your money back as soon as you join up. $500, and I'll add 500 more of my own dollars to give you $1,000 to start trading. So look into that one. At the end of the video, I'll have the video on how to get set up with the promo. But for this video, we're just going to go over what we made this week. Keep in mind, this week we're actually in between the dividend payments that I get that are like $150 every 10 days. That's if you're a tier 2, which is what I am for sharing this thing. So we're not going to have the big 12%ers that we usually get when we get those dividend payments, but we'll show you what we got this week. Still very, very profitable and very, very happy with it. But right now we're looking at 9,658.93. Today's P&L was actually 2 low trades, which was like 60%ers, 61%ers, and I still am doing the 120. So that's going up every week, as you'll see. Every day it does, but now I'm at $120 a day on this one. And we're just going to let this thing ride. I've already taken out 28,000 on this thing. So very happy with DSJ, BG Wealth DSJ. Let's look at the percentage that we're going to be showing here. So last week we ended on Saturday night with 8,852. And we have our total now of 9,658 minus 8,852. We get $806 for the week. And if we divide that by 8,852 right here, we get the 9%. Times it by 100, and you get your 9.1% for the week. So exciting stuff on that. I'm super happy about DSJ. Trying to think if there's any news. The new system that they have for trading, it has been working out excellent. You just go to your bond chat and grab the code from there, and I love how they turn off the BG015 thread there so that everyone's not just bombarding it with talking, and it just stops it, I think, I don't know, like 20 minutes early, and then 20 minutes later they'll plug it back in or something like that. But you could just go there and it shows you the code, and it even gives you a link to a browser that's up and running, and you can just plug in your stuff and punch your code in. It's really smooth, and it's working out well now that they're growing past 600,000 members. They're just trying to get around the congestion and all the things that are running slow on their systems when everyone tries to do it on one browser or one system at the same time. They're spreading it out so it works well. So kudos to the professor, Stephen Beard, who's worked that out and is helping all of us to make it run smoother and keep growing. I love that. So yep, if you're wanting to do that and you want to get into DSJ, just email me at ironcladcoins@gmail.com. The Ironclad Coins is in the description box below. Just send it to me and say, hey, I'm interested in the promo, and we'll get you started. I'll send you some links and some videos on how to do it, and we'll get you set up. Okay, let's move over to DexFi bonds. These things are absolutely solid. I'm super happy with this one. I put quite a bit of money in this, and every time I get more profits from anything that I'm doing, I put them into here. So right now we're looking at an APR of 70 I know 72 APR is about 6% a month. Just what, two weeks ago, this was at 120, which was 10% a month, and that stayed for quite a while. So this one is definitely a variable. It just goes up and down with how many people are buying and selling on certain exchanges that they have liquidity in. So all this money right here is in liquidity pools in certain exchanges and earning fees off of it, and that's where our real yield comes in, this APR. Last week it was like 6,000 bonds, so it's already up almost 5,000 more just in 1 week. So these things are just, people are pumping into this one. Super awesome. This is what they paid out so far, $1.3 million. I should say $1 million, but I should say USDC, which is just like dollars, but crypto dollars. And so that's, I mean, that's a ginormous payout for for just stuffing it in here and having an interest being paid on it. Very cool. Right now my balance, let's see, it's, I don't know how many days it's been about 3-4 days since I withdrew, and yeah, it's up to 1,400. I can claim that at any time, and it goes right to my wallet as USDC. I always get that confused with USDT. So anyway, this one, there is an actual link in the description box below if you want to start stashing away some of your crypto that's going to be earning an interest while you're holding it. It's kind of nice to just be able to do that, and have some kind of a secure way of holding onto your crypto in this space. This space is so crazy. In fact, my next project here, I got total PTSD on this one. So Loom-x. So this thing has been paused, and anytime there's a pause, there's, you know, a cause for concern. This one said, in fact, let me show you what my revenue record shows. So remember, every time this unsent part goes to $5, it's automatically paid out to your wallet. As you can see, there's $306 in there. So they haven't been paying it out, and it was probably, I think, the 5th, so 2 days ago. Well, actually, yeah, 2 days ago, but it was the 5th in the morning. Oh, I can show you right here. So this is my last payout of $5, and it was at, right there, 7:33 in the morning on the 5th. So that's when it shut down, and we're like, what's going on? And they put out this, I'll have to get to they put out this little news thing here. Yep, right here. So news announcement, Loom-x statement on tackling the congestion of 100,000 on-chain transactions. So this was like the second one they came out with. There was another one that came out and said, oh, you know, it's congested, that type of thing, and that they're updating their systems so that it doesn't get congested. But first of all, it says 100,000 on-chain transactions. Anything on-chain, if it's congested, it gets it gets uncongested in like seconds. That's how fast chain is. Anyway, blockchain is super fast. There's nothing that gets congested on there. But they're saying there's congestion, and hopefully it's just their payout system that's congested, not the blockchain. But I'm sure this is all on a smart contract, so it's all automated. Anyway, it's talking about algorithms and on-chain carrying capacity. The Loom-x platform has accumulated more than 100,000 pending transactions on-chain waiting to be processed. So they go through this whole explanation, and anyone who's in Loom-x can definitely just go to the first page right here under Loom-x and go down to news, and it's this big one here, and you can read it. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but down here, so this was, you know, a while ago, more than 24 hours ago. So it says within 12 to 24 hours, complete segmented diversion of congested instructions, complete deployment of the latest trading strategies, and profit distributions will fully return to normal. Loom-x Tech Task Force. Anyway, so 12 hours went by, and then 24 hours went by, and anyway, it's not working still. As you can see, it's congested still and adding up. And I did notice that the adding up was way lower than, the 1% that's supposed to be paying out. They said, oh, it's still accumulating and stuff like that, but it's not, because I was making like $150 a day, and now if I go to yesterday, confirm, and I do all, it shows $95. So yeah, it's not earning the 1%, even though the bot shows that it's still on. Where do you get to the bot? Right here. Still cranking, still going, but it's definitely a lot slower as far as earning money. So that 360 should be, a third more, which should be like 400 and something, but it's not. Anyway, PTSD. Anytime I've been in several other protocols that have done something like this, and they make excuses for a couple weeks, and then they just go away. So I'm very concerned, and I hope I can go to sleep tonight and actually get some sleep. But I hope when I wake up tomorrow, it'll be up and running again. We can always cross our fingers. Now let me show. So they have a support customer service, a Loom-x customer service Telegram, and please go on there and start asking them when it's going to be up and running. It would be good just to get a lot of people just asking them, get it going type thing. If you, let's see, go to, this is where at least I found it, was when you go to the Loom-x here under the news, you can click this arrow, and let's see, I think it was this promo. Yeah, so this right here. If you go to Telegram, and you can either type this in or you can copy and paste it, but it's at capital LOOM, so Loom, capital X, capital CUSTOMER, services, or service 01, and you'll be able to type them a message. I typed them a message. I said, do you have any approximate time on when the congestion of transactions will be cleared so that it will start distributing payments again? And I did get a response back to him. It said, it will be ready in a few hours. And that was 9:30 p.m. yesterday. So here it is, 9:50, so 24 hours later. And a few hours after that at 1:30, so like 4 hours later, I said, it's still not working. It shows the double check mark, like they read it, but they didn't respond to that. So if you can, if you're in this, type that into Telegram and write them a note saying, where is my money? And hopefully they are able to upgrade their systems and everything's like normal. But like I said, PTSD is just booming in my head right now. And this is kind of how it feels. And I don't like it. All right, so that's them. We're all holding our breath for that one. Gosh dang it. But I'm just glad I have a big position in something as solid as these bonds. DSJ is still going crazy. I did have to switch my Infinity Gold Algo from the regular trading account to a PAM account. So I'll show you what happens this week with the trading on that. They switched everything to a PAM so that they had more control over it, and there wasn't so much lag on the copy trading on that. And then, oh yeah, of course, the EMP Fusion. That one has been solid for going on 4 years now, so it's pretty good. So I'm in about 5 things. That's kind of why I kind of hold about 5 things. I don't really want to get too diversified, but I don't want to, you know, so it's spread out too thin, and then I don't really want to just have a couple of things, because if one does go away, you still have other ones to rely on. Anyway, let me know if you want to get into DSJ, BG Wealth, and also the DeFi bonds. In the description below is the link to get into those. And to get into this one, it's easy. Just click on the link below and then connect your wallet. I connected my hardware wallet with MetaMask, and you do have to have Ethereum. I'm on the wrong one. There you go. You have to have Ethereum on base. So, and it takes 0.019 Ethereum to buy a bond. And so if you have Ethereum in there, you can click on this. I could buy 2 right now with how much I have in there. And then you hit mint, and then you start adding your positions right here and start earning the 6%. Pretty quick and easy. All right, give it a try if you want. We'll chat with you next week, and I only have 1 percentage to put on my thumbnail this week because Loom-x did not produce. All right, talk to you later. Bye.